graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
And having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. What's going on, everybody? Sip of water. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. That's exactly what we do on this channel. Today the Phillies are taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. I'll be honest with you, haven't even gotten a chance to look at the starting lineups just yet. But from what I see right now for the Philadelphia Phillies, they have all their starters out there, so except for Johan Rojas. So another big day in regards to just watching the lineup and seeing what happens 1 through 9 going up against these Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to have to hit. We got to start hitting today. I have not been impressed at all with our plate discipline. I have not been impressed at all with how we've approached every single at-bat. And so I find it interesting because I'm looking at the lineup today. Kyle's in the leadoff spot, and then they're putting Trey right behind him. And I'm curious to see how that does work. But in regards to just Trey batting in the leadoff spot, so far through these couple of spring training games, it just has not been working. It's kind of a little bit disappointing so far. So Bryce, Bohm, and Kepler are going to be batting in the 3, 4, and 5 spot. I also have my docs set up a little bit differently. I cannot highlight chats. I've been really disappointed with how Ninja Chat has not been working. So we are just we're just using this as a doc instead. So I'm not able to select chats, but it is what it is, and hopefully we can find a better alternative soon, but I wanted to just post this as an extra doc. All right, so let's get into the starting lineups. We'll do that right now. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, folks. Please make sure that you guys do that. So for the Toronto Blue Jays, they have Joey Loper Fido. He will be out there on the mound, he will be out there batting in the leadoff spot today. And then right behind him, it'll be, they got Stuart Barora playing out in right field. And batting third will be Addison Barger. He'll be playing over in right field. Leo Jimenez is going to be starting at shortstop today. And the designated hitter will be Alan Roden, who's 25 years old. Christian Betancourt, the veteran, is catching behind the plate. Then they got Davis Schneider over at second base. And Riley Taroda is playing over at third. And finally he's playing over at first. And then to round things up, Michael Stefanik will be playing over at third base today. And he will be batting ninth. So that is the starting lineup for 1 through 9 for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then for the Philadelphia Phillies, they got Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Kepler, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott, and Marsh. So a good mix of righties and lefties in this lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. We're playing out at Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater, Florida. It looks like it is a beautiful day out there, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Home plate umpire and the rest of the crew chief for this afternoon. It'll be Adam Beck behind the plate, James Hoy's over at first, Phil Cuzzies at second, and Jen Pawal is the third base umpire for this afternoon. All right, so Joey Loperfido. Let me take a picture of this. Joey Loperfido, Stewart, Barora. If you guys are just tuning in for the very first time, let us know where you're tuning in from as well, please. Something else to note is that Taijuan Walker is going to get another outing on the mound today. And another big outing for this guy just to see if he can try to do a lot better than the last outing. Really struggled last year, we all know. But this is sort of like, in my opinion, and I know that they're probably not there with him yet, but this is sort of like the last straw for me with Taijuan Walker today. To see what he can be able to do, and hopefully he doesn't get a lot of traffic on the bases and that type of a thing. So hopefully he'll go out there and he'll dominate. All right, so let's interact here. No, they have not shown that yet. Phillies are in their red long sleeves with the white pinstripes. Walker also has the high red bell socks. And the logo on the front of the baseball cap, it's a red hat with a blue bell. Defensive duties today. Walker's on the mound. JT is behind the plate. Over at first, it's Bryce Harper. Then it's Bryson Stott at second. Trey Turner's over at shortstop. Alec Bowman's at third. And then out from left to right, it'll be Kepler, Marsh, and Castellanos. So Loperfido is going to get a crack at it first. And we are ready to get underway. Blue Jays are in their blue tops and white bottoms. First pitch from Taijuan, and it's a swing and a miss on a 92-mile-per-hour fastball right down Broadway. The ball's one strike. Walker kicks and delivers and throws a splitter. That's outside at 87 miles per hour. Joey, last year, had a .214 average. He also had 4 homers and knocked in 25 runs. The next pitch, that's outside for ball 2. 2-1 delivery as Walker doesn't waste any time. And he throws a sinker right down the middle. That is swung on and missed as well. And the count is now 2-2. All right, so let's go back to here. And we are good. Scoreboard's up and running. 2-2 pitch on the way. Walker gets a strikeout. Through the next pitch, it was a splitter that was towards the upper third of the zone and got Loperfido fooled. Good for Taijuan Walker. 1K in the chat. Sit him down. Nice. What's up, David? How are you, my friend? Comes Stewart Barora, who shows bunt at the first pitch, but then takes it back, and it is called a ball. Know that the average did not look good for him last year, but this guy has speed. This guy also, if he can continue to work on what he's been doing during spring training, he has potential to be pretty good, man. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Lots of sunglasses out there at the ballpark, just to give you an idea on the scenery. The pitch, and there's a called strike. You have a bright green backstop. It is a really nice ballpark. We'll go there soon. 1-2 delivery, and there's a splitter that's low and away for ball 2. So again, the Phillies defensively have JT behind the plate. On the mound is Taijuan Walker. He struck out his first batter, and he strikes out the second batter as well on a cutter at 88, right at the knees. Another strikeout for Taijuan, back-to-back Ks. That was actually a backwards K. Maybe I gotta get backwards K emojis. What's up, Denbro? The pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Marsh backpedals, gets under it, shy of the track, and makes the catch as Edison Barger is retired. We go to the bottom of the first, and it's no score at a Baycare ballpark. I'm trying to get used to like this new dock that I'm looking at. It's my restream chat. I wish that it looked, I don't know. Ninja chat looks like it's more clean, but what do I know? What do I know? Okay. Guys, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons. Alright, so we got where is it? Leo Jimenez. Jimenez is at short. Roden. Is that Alan Roden? Yeah. What's up, Eric? How are you, my friend? What's going on? Bethencourt. Just finishing making these starting lineups. I haven't had time to do it today. I went out last night, guys. I'll talk a little bit more about it a little bit later. It was cool. I had a good time. But I also learned a valuable lesson. Riley Terada. Nice. Flyers are on. They just scored. It's 1-0. Owen Tippett just got a goal. Yep. I just saw. I got the notification. Thanks for telling me, though. I literally, as soon as it came up, I was reading it, and then I see Denver right down below. I was like, yep, he's on it too. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Comes Kyle Schwarber as he's batting in the leadoff spot. So again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Bohm, Kepler, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott, and Marsh. First pitch to Kyle is taken down for a ball. This is Bowden Francis pitching. He had 2 outings last year where he almost pitched a no-hitter. The pitch. And there's a foul ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Good job for Owen, man. 13 starts last season. 1-1 pitch, and there's a curveball that's taken by Kyle Schwarber right at the knees for strike 2. Just got a notification that Garrett Cole is going to have tests on his right elbow. Gave up 6 runs, 3 homers in his last outing. The pitch, and there's another foul ball, and the count still remains at 1-2. Schwarber last year was 3rd in the National League in homers. He had 38 last year. And the next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Goes down after chasing a slider. And Schwarber's down on strikes. That pitch really didn't look too good, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, you know, you're watching the pitcher and you see their slider and it looks very deceiving. That one was, honestly, Schwarber should have taken that. And I was surprised he chased because he doesn't usually do that. Comes Trey Turner. First pitch he sees is a 4-seamer right down the middle, but he takes it. And he's down in the count 0-1. We are 16 subs away from 49 hundo. Let's go. Turner last year at 295. Lays off on the slider, which is low and away. In the hole is Bryce Harper. On deck is Bryce Harper. And in the hole is Alec Bohm. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll wind up in the pitch. And there's a hanging slider that Trey just gets a piece of. Defensively today for the Blue Jays, they got Francis on the hill. Bethencourt is catching behind the plate. We'll get to the infielders right now. It'll be Torota over at first, Schneider at second, Stefanik at third, and Jimenez at short. 1-2 pitch to Trey, and he fights this one out over towards right field, and what a catch by Davis Schneider. I mean, that sort of jammed Trey Turner towards the inside part of the bat, and he popped it up over towards that shallow right center outfield grass, and Davis didn't even put the sunglasses on and was able to just make the catch in the air. So they'll call it a pop out over towards second base, and 2 retired already. And Bryce Harper's up. And to finish out the rest of the defensive alignment, it'll be Barora out in left, Loper Fidos in center, and Bargers in right. Harper wearing light green / tealish batting gloves and takes the first pitch. But I think it was a strike. 0-1 to Bryce, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It'll stay in the yard, and there to make the grab for out number 3, it'll be Barora, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Phils, and we head to the second. No score out at Baycare Ballpark. Okay. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back. All right. I will be right back, I promise. We're back, folks. There we go. Halftime. Drop that link down below. You know what to do, man. Welcome aboard Philly halftime. I'm a little bit calm today. I went out last night. I had a really, really nice time. I didn't get back till like 4:30 in the morning, though. I was out late, and I needed it. I'm not going to lie. So, in case you're wondering, well, why is your energy a little bit low today? That's why. You know, I'm sort of relaxed. I feel refreshed. You know? It's good. It's very good. Walker is on the mound. Back out there for a second frame and throws a pitch that's at the knees for a strike to Leo Jimenez. They'll wind up and the pitch, and the sinker is inside, but they got a piece of it. And the count is 0-2. Walker comes set just above the belt and throws the 0-2, and it's down and away. Walker played for the Blue Jays at one point of his career. Played with them back in 2020 after being traded from Seattle. The pitch, there's a roller hit over towards shortstop. Turner gobbles it up, tosses it over to first, And Leo Jimenez is the first out of the inning. How many people do we have tuning in? We had a nice audience. 6 concurrent viewers on the vertical. That's cool. And over on the regular, we got, 24? 21. Nice. The pitch to Alan Roden. It's taken for a ball. Next pitch is a curveball. It's just a little bit high. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. This is Alan Roden, who's in the batter's box, hitting on the left side. And the 2-0 is grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And so Roden puts the brakes on as he rounds first, and will retreat back over towards the bag. And Allen gets on with the 1-out single up the middle, and that is the first hit of the ball game. JJ, did you party too hard last night? Yeah. Kind of. Kind of. Had fun. It was all good. It needed to happen. We're getting back into the grind, man. Like, we've been doing this for, 10 days in a row? The pitch in the air, hit out over towards center field. Marsh gets under it, though, and makes the grab for out number 2. Wasn't really too deep of a fly ball. Harper is looking over at home plate for a second. I don't know why. They showed him looking towards home plate. There was maybe something that he didn't like or whatnot. I don't know. Gotta let loose for a bit. Toss back over to first by Walker. Got him! He's out! So Alan Roden gets picked off over at first base, and that is going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Bang, bang play. Walker certainly fooled Alan Roden, and a good throw and a good swipe by Bryce Harper. Good throw by Walker, good swipe by Bryce, and that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Let's go. Okay. Picked off. Good play. If you're tuning in on Twitch, welcome aboard. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. How was everybody's night last night? Anybody do anything special? Anybody do anything cool? Somebody came on, or I was in somebody's chat, and they were like, dude, do you ever sleep? I'm like, yeah. Thought it was kind of funny. We're just grinding, man. Just grinding out here, dude. That's how it goes. There was something that I was going to ask chat, and I can't seem to remember. They're showing a replay of the pickoff over at first, and Harper did a good job at just tagging Alan Roden on the shoulder. Here comes Alec Bohm, and the pitch that he takes is inside for ball 1. Continue to like and subscribe, baby. Let's keep going. 1-0 pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out to deep right center field. It's carrying. It's going back towards the track. See you later. Goodbye, baseball. A good spring training for Alec Bohm, and that is home run number 4. Nice, very nice. I like that swing. It's a very, very good swing. All right, 1-0 Phils. And the umpire takes off the mask. What's he looking at Bohm for? Did the fan reach over? Oh, it hit the top of the green fence. It hit the top of the green fence, so therefore it is a double. It is a double. So it's not a home run by Bohm. It looked like, even as the ball was hit, that it cleared the way. So it is a double for Bohm and not a homer. Damn. And Kepler is up to bat. First pitch he sees is in there for a strike, and the next pitch is down low and inside. There was really no way to tell. There wasn't a way to tell. So it's a double for Alec Bohm instead of a home run. Still a good swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, ground ball, past the dive of the first baseman into right field. Bohm is rounding third, but he puts the brakes on, and Kepler gets on with a single towards the first base side. Okay. How was the party last night? Oh, Max, stay on. How was going out last night? I will explain it all. I will explain it all in the third inning. It was fun. Like, overall, it was fun. But I learned a very, very valuable lesson. All right? Story time with JJ is coming by probably, like, the top of the third. So now it's Castellanos who will get a crack at it for the Phils. Bohm is at third. And the pitch, and there's a foul ball. Kepler is over at first. Good swing by Kepler. I'll tell you that. Mike, what's going on, dude? How are you? I was listening to Pink Floyd the other day. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the second with runners at the corners. Nobody out. And the 0-1 to Casty, and he fights it off, but it's a foul ball. Guys, go subscribe to Max Coverage TV. In case you're wondering, like, why is your energy a little bit down? I didn't get back till like 4:30 a.m. last night. Yeah, but we got it. We're good. We all good. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Castellanos goes after a splitter. And there's out number 1. Oh, that's too bad. A little bit delayed on the sounds. Sorry about that. I usually don't play that one, but Garrett Cole's the latest on the injury shelf. Yeah, I saw the report today about it. We got runners on over at the corners and 1 out and the pitch. And there's a ground ball, foul ball towards the third base side. You know, it's kind of funny. I think that when I went out last night, I don't know if you guys watched like the best show ever, but I could have sworn, like with where I was at, I could have sworn that I saw Silvana Keller. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a line drive off the glove of the second baseman into center field for a hit. Bohm will score, and the Phillies do get a run. It wasn't on a homer by Bohm. He got a double and finally was able to score on the RBI single for JT Realmuto. And the Phillies are on the board 1-0. That thing actually almost hit Bowden Francis first. He had to shy out of the way of that, and then the second baseman tried to pick it up. It was a rocket hit over to second. So 1-0 Phils, bottom of the second. Bryson Stott's in the box, and the pitch is inside and a little bit low. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the next pitch, he fouls it back over towards the screen. But yeah, the best show ever, Silvana Kelleher. If that was her, shout out to Silvana. She does a good job. Temple grad, I think. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's outside, way outside for ball 2. And that'll make the count now 2-1. One out. Runners at first and second, and the pitch to Stott. Swing and a miss. You got a 4-seamer right down the pike. And missed it badly. How many people do we got tuning in? We got 26 on the regular stream. That's cool. The pitch to Stott, and he fouls it off. Second period now is underway in the Flyers game. Twitch actually keeps me updated on this. That's kind of nice. Even though I can't highlight chats. Kepler's at second. JT's on at first. The pitch. And the umpire says it was outside, but the catcher wants to review this. And they are going to challenge it. And that is just outside. Good eye by the home plate umpire. Oh, hit up different spots, Mike. For sure. Hit up different spots. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Kepler's rounding third. He will come in to score. And the Phillies get another run on an RBI single by Bryson Stott. And that makes it 2-0. Well, the Phillies bats are coming to life today against Bowden. Where do we? Yeah. I'll explain it all. Okay. I'll give you like the whole rundown. Just give me a little bit of time. I want to wait till we try to get more people on here because I know that people are going to ask the same thing. 19 likes, 28 people here. Come on, freaks. Like the video. JJ is here after a long night. We got to work, man. The grind don't stop, baby. Comes Marsh in the box. And the pitch that he sees is a curveball. Had some good movement to it. And it's inside. We're doing well versus your predicted world champions. What a pitch. Swing and a miss. And for those of you that don't understand the joke, 2 days ago, we had a rain delay. And I went live, and as soon as they announced that there was a rain delay, I wanted to actually go series by series and predict the actual season and whatnot. As the pitch over to Marsh is grounded over towards third, and the throw over to second is in time. Stott is on one knee, and it looked like he took like a little bit of like a weird slide into second base. Davis actually had to go cover the bag over at second because it was an awkward play. The shortstop was over towards the third base side, so Davis did not recognize that he had to go cover the bag, and there was some miscommunication there, but he did, and he just got the out by force. So there's 2 outs. So back to the story. We were doing like some simulators, like whatever, and we were doing some predictions. And by the time we came to our playoff brackets, I had Braves versus Jays in the World Series. The pitch to Schwarber, and that's high and away for a ball. So they're going to call that a 5-4 fielder's choice. 1-0 pitch to Schwarber. He pops it up. It's a foul ball. Catcher takes off the mask, but it goes into the stands right behind the third base dugout. So, yeah, stay on for this story. We'll wait until, like, the 4th inning because then we'll get more and more people on here. I predicted Jays and Braves to go to the World Series with the way that I was doing my brackets. Yes, that bracket probably would be different today. Yes. 1-1 to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. Got a splitter and just missed it. But I had the Braves sweeping the Blue Jays in the World Series. It would be a totally different prediction if it was today. But I stand by what I said. 1-2 pitch, and that's way outside for ball 2. Y'all could understand the Braves, but what about the Blue Jays? And in my defense, I've seen over the years that there's a lot of Cinderella stories, a lot of Cinderella teams that make it. 2-2 to Schwarber. Line drive, base hit into right field. And the Phillies are going to get another run on an RBI single by Schwarber. They're putting up very good at-bats against Bowden Francis, and they lead it 3-0. Keep the runs coming, boys. And Trey Turner is coming up. That thing was yanked over towards the first base side. It went over the first baseman's head. He tried to leap up and make the catch, but it was just out of reach. It was a bullet. Phillies have 3 RBI singles today, and now it's Trey Turner who wants to join in on the party. The pitch, and there is a strike called. You predict the Marlins are going to win the World Series. Yeah, they're going to be led by Starlin Caba. Caba's actually going to get the call up this year. The pitch to Trey, and he lays it off. Turner last year was 4th in the National League in batting average, behind, of course, Luis Arraez, Shohei Ohtani, and Marcell Ozuna. And the 2-0 is inside for ball 3. And the catcher got into a standing position, thought about making a throw, and decided to just hold the baseball. Luis Robert Jr. MVP, folks. White Sox Rockies World Series this year. Robert Jr. versus Chris Bryant, if he plays. Continue to like and subscribe and hit the bell icons as well. Mike says that's my actual dark horse. All right, doesn't throw a pitch. They're going to call a pitch clock violation on Bowden Francis, and Trey Turner gets on with a walk, and that's going to load to the bases. All right. Phillies have bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. And we got a pitch and change. I love that soundbite. It's such a great soundbite. It really is. So Schwarber got an RBI single. Stott got an RBI single. JT got an RBI single. And that is how the Phillies have 3 runs. Bohm actually almost hit a homer. They originally ruled it as a homer, and then they reviewed it, and they said that it didn't even clear the fencing out in right center field. And so they overturned the call and called it a double instead. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise because, you know what? It's actually kind of nice to see the team not just always have to rely on the home run. Oh, Denver, yeah, I heard that. I heard about it when I was out last night. I heard about it. I did. Wait until we talk about last night, guys. Just you wait. Just you wait, man. We'll do it by the 4th inning. I'll spill the tea. We'll talk about it all, okay? But yeah. I did not get back till 4:30. John didn't know that, so that's why I had to repeat it for him. It was good, though. It was fun. Here comes Bryce Harper with the bases loaded. Oh, boy. Get your popcorn out for this. First pitch to Harper. It's inside for a ball. And the next pitch, it swung on and missed. They just cut back. I love it when they just cut back and the first pitch is right there. Paxton Schultz is going to pitch against Bryce Harper. Probably not the most ideal spot for him. The 1-1 to Bryce. Swinging a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Fielded cleanly by Davis Schneider. And the throw over to first is in time. And Bryce Harper is retired. Phillies do get 3 runs and lead it 3-0 on a hat trick of RBI singles. John says, blah. Yeah. Yeah. I needed it, though. I can't lie. I really did. Like, the one thing that you got to realize is that, like, when you're working really hard on something, sometimes you got to step away. And, like, literally, I was supposed to go out, and I'm, like, cutting shorts, and I'm like, dude, I really need to go out. Like, my mind was still on content. And then I was just like, yeah, you got to step away. And we did. I don't know, it was fun. It was good. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon as well. And turn on the notification bells. Subscribe. Oh, and like. Sorry. Brain is still catching up. We're only in the 3rd inning. It's a long game so far. No, it hasn't. It's been like, what, a half hour? Hold up, is Max still here? You still here, Max? JJ had a private party at the Bada Bing. Smells like baby oil and fun today, says John. Nah, we didn't go that far. We didn't do that much. Walker has gone 2 innings so far. He has struck out 2 batters, and he has allowed 1 walk. The pitch, that's outside for a ball. Walker comes set, kicks, fires, and there's a ground ball rolled over towards shortstop. Turner gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and Davis Schneider hustled out of the box, but was just out by, looked like it was less than half a step. You lie, I was there. So 8, 9, and 1 are due up in the order, and now it's 9 and 1 that are due up next. But 1 comes before 9, JJ. Not in baseball. The pitch, and there's a called strike. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a splitter that was in the dirt. I gotta tell you, the splitter from Taiwan today has looked pretty good. I'm impressed. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss again. Taiwan Walker with 3 strikeouts today. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Two outs in the top of the third. Stefanik is going to get a crack at it. And the pitch that he sees is down for a ball. We need 116 more subscribers in order for us to get to 5,000, man. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 1-0 pitch. And that is a called strike. I thought maybe it was a little bit low. But it is a strike called anyways. 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And the Blue Jays have their first hit. Or their second hit of the day, I should say. I forgot that Rodin got on with a single. So I said that this was their that they didn't have a hit, but I lied. I lied, folks. Now it's Joey Loper Fido who struck out swinging in his first at bat, and the pitch is fouled away. So after a pitcher gets a strikeout, put those chairs in the chat. Line them up. No balls, 1 strike. Walker kicks and delivers, and this thing is popped up and skied over behind second base. Turner gets a good read on it, and he'll make the grab, and the side is retired. Taiwan Walker, through 3 innings, has done a very good job in this game so far. And it's 3-0 Philadelphia. Saw that the Kraken just tied it up. Who got the goal? Who got the goal, Denbro? Saw that Seattle just tied it back. Is Urson in net today? Enjoying the nice weather down here. Good, Kevin. What's going on, dude? What is up? I'm waiting for Larry to come on. I wanted to hear the story. Ty Cartier? All right. Damn. It's too bad. Yeah, Urson's in net. Figures. Urson's not like a terrible goalie, but he's just... I don't think he's a good first option. I really don't. Hit that thumbs up button if you're just coming on into the channel. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Had to have 24 ounces of Wawa coffee. I'm doing good. That is a lot of coffee, my guy. Oof. You had a long night? I could use some of that. Because I did. 2 24 ounces of coffee? That's 48 ounces. Jeez. Whew. Coffee. Here comes Alec Bohm. And the pitch that he takes is inside, and he had to flinch out of the way. So it's 1-0 Philadelphia, or it's 3-0 Philadelphia. 1-0 is the count to Alec Bohm. The pitch to Bohm, fly ball hit out to deep left field, and that one is gone. Well, the first one didn't clear, and that one absolutely did. Spring training MVP belongs to Alec Bohm. I'll take that. All right, 1 ball, no strikes. I like this pedal, dude. This pedal is sick. Holy moly, I wasn't using it for like 3 weeks. Shame on me. 1 ball, no strikes to Max Kepler. And the pitch. And that's taken down for ball 2. What a swing by Bohm. 2-0 pitch. And that thing is fouled back over towards the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike to Max Kepler. And he'll call for time very quickly. Let's get active, chat. Charges in the chat. Charge. The pitch. And that's way outside. And the count is 3-1 to Kepler. Max had a single in his last at-bat. And there's 1 for 1 today. He's ahead in the count here. They'll wind up in the pitch to Kepler. And he thought it was ball 4. But he takes it, and it is taken for a strike. And he's not going to challenge it. There we go. Love it. The booty call yesterday actually commented on your commentator skills. Had to leave the game going in the background. I'm dedicated, I guess. Next pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. Good day for Max Kepler. Kepler's actually had a pretty good spring training so far overall as well. He had a homer the other day. So, we'll take that. We will certainly take that. The pitch. And there is a ground ball, foul ball. They say that Bowden Francis is still pitching, but that obviously is not the case. So let me get you a name on who the guy is that's pitching now. It is Bowden Francis. No, they went to Schultz to end the second inning. Is Francis... He is back out there? That's what it says. 0-1, and there's a foul ball. That can't be right. You can't come back in. Yeah. They gave up the 4 earned runs to him. 0-2, and there's a foul ball. He was taken out, and then Schultz came on in. That was Paxton Schultz, and Bowden is back out there. What? Is Toronto breaking a rule? I think in spring you could put a guy back in there. That is so weird. 0-2 pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. So, and he is down on strike. So, I have to put Francis back in? That's really odd. In spring training, you can put a guy back in. I guess that's a rule. But then why wouldn't they just put... pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss. That makes spring training even more confusing if you're keeping score. Like, they have to make it hard. With all the substitutions and the lineup changes, and just add one more thing. 0-1, and that's down for a ball. I don't know if he's available. I assume... Well, actually, I don't know. The pitch, and that's taken down for ball 2. When was the last time Hoffman pitched? They're trying to put him in there as a starter, right? So the last time that he pitched was against... Wasn't against the Pirates. It's been, what, 2 days? Or 3 games, that is. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And Bowden Francis gets back-to-back strikeouts from Casty and JT. And I think we're going to have another pitching change. But don't be surprised if Bowden comes back in again for a 3rd time. Hoffman pitched. The last time that Jeff pitched, it was against the Tigers. And he went 1 inning. So maybe he is available. That was on... When was that? That was on March 3rd. So it's been 5 days since he last pitched, I believe. Unless I missed a game. No, they played the Yankees. He did not pitch in that game. Excuse me, he did not pitch in that game. Faced the Red Sox. I don't think he pitched in that one either. No. So he probably is available. I would assume. All right, so we got another pitching change. Bryson Stott is going to step up to the plate. I think if you want a guy to get him more work in, they allow you to pull them in a bad situation and then put them in the next inning. But see, like, wouldn't you want... I mean, I guess it's sort of a weird thing because... I don't know. To me, like, I would want my pitcher to get out of that jam. But I also understand, too, like, you want to put somebody else in, but, like, they're coming in with bases loaded. I've never understood the whole philosophy of bringing somebody in for their first batter with bases loaded. Unless it's like a closer and it's during the regular season. But if it's during the postseason, like putting Jeff Hoffman in with bases loaded against Francisco Lindor, that was just a terrible spot. You know, that's like, you don't want it. You don't want that to happen. So now we have Schultz coming in there to pitch. And the pitch is inside. The throwback to first. Not in time. And Kepler was caught leaning way off the bag. We got 34 people tuning on in to this stream. If you're over on Twitch, welcome aboard. My name is Jason Joseph. Toss back over to first. And it's not in time. I'll tell you what. I like the fact that we don't have pitchers trying to pick off so many times like they used to. 1-0, and that's taken high for ball 2 to Bryson Stott. Still in the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Philadelphia. 2 balls, no strikes to Bryson Stott. The pitch. That's down and away. And the count is now 3-0. Blue Jays are 7-5 in spring training so far. Phillies are 4-8. With a couple of ties, too. And the pitch way outside, and a 4-pitch walk for Bryson Stott. And Kepler will transfer over to second base. There's Paxton Schultz. This is his second inning today. Really, it's just his 2/3 of an inning today. His second third. It's weird. The pitch, and there's a called strike. But it is his second inning that he has pitched in today. The wording of it is so weird. 0-1 to Marsh, and he gets a cutter and fouls it away. Marsh just hitting less than a buck in spring training. It's up to us to make JJ laugh. However, he's doing pretty good by himself today. 0-2, and that is laid off by Marsh. You got to pick your spots. See, that's the thing, is like, you got to pick your spots. You got to get a feel for the room. 1-2, and there's a foul ball. It's like, there's sometimes, like, in sports, like when I was at, like, a live sporting event or, like, whatever it was, there were, the producers, like, in the room, and there's different camera operators, and it's all connected to, like, our technical directing system. So, like, he would see, like, a camera doing one thing, and he'd be like, I see you there. I see you there. Like, I'll we'll go to that shot next. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, ooh, camera 2, like, nice job. Nice job on that. I see you. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. They'll be like, camera 3, what are you doing? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's drifting foul and out of play into this. So basically, you guys are like camera operators. That's what I'm saying. And I'm the producer. Marsh grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice in his first at-bat. Schultz comes set and fires and throws it inside for ball 2. What's up, Jess? What's going on, Asia? How are you, my friends? Two runners on, 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Kepler's going to score, and the Phillies are going to take a 5-0 lead. That is the 4th RBI single that the Phillies have manufactured today. And stopping over at third base is going to be Bryson Stott, as Marsh is able to get on base. I had to sort of double check that. 5-0 Phils. And that's off of I'm noting that's off of a righty, but still good for Marsh. Save some runs for tomorrow, boys. Comes Kyle Schwarber in the pitch, and that's taken in the dirt for a ball. If Larry comes on, tell him get out because they're scoring runs. Just kidding. 1 ball, no strikes to Schwarber. Would like to see him get one today. I know he had an RBI single his last time up, but it'd be cool to see a Schwarbomb. In the pitch, and there's a strike. Last season with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position, Schwarber hit .328. He also had 5 homers and 32 RBI. One of the homers was in the 9th inning against Chad Green to help the Phillies come back. The 1-1, and there's a rocket that is fouled and hits the tarp. Holy Toledo. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We got 33 people tuning on in. And honestly, for a Saturday afternoon game, I know that people are at home and they're not at work, so it actually is kind of cool that we have drawn this type of a crowd. 5-0 Philadelphia. And the pitch to Schwarber, and he shoots it foul towards the left field side. They're playing like Debo's coming. That's a good one. That's a good one. Kraken got another goal. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Come on. 1-2 pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball 2. Come on, Seattle. Come on. Aww. It's now 2-1. Who scored? Who scored then, bro? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Schultz comes set at the belt and delivers to Schwarber, and he shoots this one out to left field, and there's another foul ball. Good at bat by Kyle Schwarber. Isn't it nice to actually take pitches and to work up counts? I think so. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 delivery, and that is high and away for ball 3. And this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The Tigers made a move today and signed former Houston Astro Jose Urquidy as he returns from Tommy John surgery. 3-2 pitch to Schwarber, and he gets jammed on the pitch, but he bloops it out over to center field, and on the run to make the diving catch is Joey Leiper Fido. What a play. He takes away a base hit from Kyle Schwarber, and he just laid out his whole entire body. He was running in towards home plate, utilized all of his speed, and that took away a run for sure. Phillies do lead it 5-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Can't believe he caught that. Just got it right above the turf, too. Another goal. Another goal. Jeez. Oh no, Moosey's back. Oh boy. That sucks. Watch out. It says that we've only been live. Oh, whoops. There it is. All right, we're going to the 4th. All right. I'll wait one more half an inning. We'll wait till the 5th to talk about the whole thing from last night. That's like a good midway point, you know? Joey Bag of Donuts. Who's the hot dog eating guy? Somebody type in his name. I'm too lazy to look it up. Joey. Is it Joey Chestnut? Is it Joey Chestnut? Is that the hot dog eating guy? I think it's Joey Chestnut. Right. The pitch from Taijuan Walker, and that is taken at the knees for a strike. Joey Chestnut, yeah, okay, that's right. 0-1 pitch. Nothing is skied out over to left field. On the run to make the grab is Max Kepler, and there's one out. Didn't he have to, go to the hospital again? For, another hot dog eating challenge. I don't know how this man does it. That's insane. Mr. Donuts here. Speaking of a bag of donuts. That timing was perfect. What a pitch. There's a called strike. Caught that. Joey Bag of Donuts and Mr. Donut 775 comes on in. I'm very desperate for the Phillies to win a third title. I feel that, man. I do. I totally feel that. Welcome aboard, man. Sorry, we're not laughing at you. We're just laughing because one of our commenters made a comment about Joey Liper Fido after he made a nice catch, and he was like, who caught that? Joey Bag of Donuts? And the timing was just impeccable. 2-1 pitch. Nets taken for ball 3. Walker kicks and delivers. Surprised he's still pitching. 3-1, and there's a foul ball. Joey Chestnut looks like my high school girlfriend in the football locker room. Oh, gosh. Speaking of donuts, can you wish some to me as well? Pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball drilled out to right field. There goes the shutout, and there is the first run that Taijuan Walker allows. Absolutely smoked out to right field. All right, John, tell Moosey to go. Just kidding. Ouch. That's going to leave a mark. The pitch to Leo Jimenez. And there is a pitch that's in there for a strike. Well, Taijuan Walker is back, says Denbrew. I'm telling you, Moosey is here. You did. The pitch. And the 0-1 is inside for ball 1. Leo Jimenez in the box. The 1-1 delivery. And a chopper that's fouled. What do they want him to do? Throw 50 pitches? I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm just curious. I will also make sure that when we're doing our post-game shows that we also, tune into the post-game press conferences and that stuff as well. 1-2, and that is way outside for ball 2. She heard you say her name. Oh, boy. 2-2 pitch, and that is down for ball 3. Let's go, Taijuan. Come on, get out of this. Relax, JJ is a vibe. 3-2 pitch. Line drive into the alleyway, and that's going to go all the way over towards the wall. And Jimenez is going to get a stand-up double as he is over at second base. The throw is cut off from Marsh all the way over to Trey Turner. And that is back-to-back extra base hits allowed by Walker. And Rob Thompson is going to pull the plug, and rightfully so. And that is going to do it for Taijuan Walker. So, a pitch and change coming for the Phils And Walker overall, we'll talk about it, but overall really had a nice day. He took some steps forward today, and Rob takes him out at the right time, and we'll have a pitch and change. He's pitching like Tyrod Taylor. Taiwan Taylor. Taiwan Taylor. Dude, it's so sad because if he was a good pitcher, dude, like imagine just like the things that you could do with that. It's like Taekwondo Walker. Like he's missing out. Like I don't know, if he had like hard stuff, like you could have like Karate Kid emotes with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if he was a really, really good pitcher, like that's a very cool name. But he just hasn't been that. Oh, I could go for a Geno's cheesesteak, dude. Come on. Ugh. So a pitch and change in the top of the fourth with one out. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go to our monologue screen. Monologue screen we go to. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. I go by JJ on here. Call me anything, just don't call me late to dinner. It's not what you do. But yeah, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. And we're going to be doing a lot more baseball this year. Not just covering the Phillies, but we're doing Sunday night baseball, which will be really, really awesome. And we're going to take the channel to new levels this year that this channel has never seen. And it's awesome. Speaking of new levels, all right, we're trying to get to 5K by opening day. That's what we're trying to do. So if you want to join in on that campaign, all you got to do is subscribe. We are so close to getting 5,000 subscribers, and we will hope that you will join along on that mission. 16 more for us to get to 4900. Spread the word. That's all that we ask. Spread the word. Tell other people that this channel does exist. It's an alternate play-by-play route, but we also have fun, and it's more chill. We have a cool community. 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. Shuffler's pitching. Phillies will shuffle the deck of cards with a new pitcher, and Shuffler is on the mound. Huh? Is that good? Huh? Maybe not. 1-1, and there's strike 2. Austin Shuffler had 44 games that he pitched in last year. And, well, he gets the job done on the first batter as he gets him to pop out over towards the right side. And there is out number 2. The 5th. I'm going to wait one more inning to see if Larry comes on. I'm going to be nice. I'll be nice. I'm going to wait till the 5th. I'll wait till the 5th. That'll be the halfway point. Got to keep you on your toes. Bethencourt's up to bat, and the pitch that he takes is outside and low for a ball. If somebody has Larry's number, tell him to get on here. Just kidding. But actually, if you do have him on Discord, I do, but he's not going to answer. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Jacob Barnes is getting warmed up. Wasn't he on the Marlins last year? 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. And there's another fly ball hit out over towards the first base side in foul territory. Harper will give it a look. And it goes out of play. Mr. Donut, what got you into Phillies baseball? Mr. Donut comments. He says, I like Mitch Williams, but they should have let Kurt Schilling pitch at the bottom of the 9th. Oh, we just have to bring up that World Series just because we're playing the Blue Jays. I get it. I understand. I wasn't even thinking about it. But I guess how could you not think about it? 2-1, and there's a pitch that's inside for ball 3. Three-one pitch, ground ball, hit sharply over towards shortstop. Turner plays it on a bounce, over towards his right side, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. Time to go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, I got to take a step off. All right, I will be right back. I got to clear the throat. See you soon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome aboard. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I just remembered I gotta get music. I gotta get music for whenever I do go to a break. Need to make sure that I remember that. I'm writing it down as I speak right now. So Scott, by the way, I saw what you said in the comments. That's a really cool one. I like that. All the way to 5K with Play-by-Play with JJ before Phillies opening day, March 27th. Please come and watch the day. I was just trying to rhyme it. But no, I like that. All the way to 5K with Play-by-Play with JJ. We got a $2 super chat from William. Let's go. William, you're the best. Appreciate you. Our first super chat donator of today. That is awesome. Hit the like and subscribe to JJ, baby. That's so beautiful. Turner pops this one out over towards shallow right field. Davis Schneider will get a good read on it, and he'll make the grab. And there's out number 1. Last season, Barnes pitched with Washington. There we go. That's where I recognize the name. He went 63 games last year, pitched in 66 innings, had 55 Ks, 20 walks allowed, 10 homers allowed as well. And opponents hit 266 against him. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Now Bryce Harper's coming up. He grounded out with bases loaded his last time up. And the pitch, and that is high and away for a ball. Okay. Harper also flied out too. Barnes kicks and fires, and that was a cutter that was inside and low, and Harper thought it was a good pitch to swing at. 1-1 is the count. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. And the pitch to Harper. And he fouls it back over towards the screen. Bohm is on deck. He has had the hot bat. Almost homered 2 times again today. First one was called back, and it was ruled as a double. Then the next time he hit it out of the yard. 1-2 to Harper again. And he takes a backdoor slider in the dirt. And the count is still 2-2. And the pitch to Harper. Bouncing ball, foul ball towards the right side. Got a fun fact for y'all. And Scott, I don't even know if you know this. But did you know that Australia is wider than the moon? Two-two pitch to Harper, and there's a bouncer that's fouled again towards the right side, and Harper's putting up a good at-bat. The moon is 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers. I didn't know that. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. Base hit for Bryce Harper. And finally, Harper gets on, puts the ball in a good spot, and took a slider that just hung in there. Yeah. I did not know that. I really did not know that. And Russia is bigger than Pluto. That I did know. I did know that. But that's like a very random fact that I just looked up. Alec Bohm is going to get another chance here. He needs a single and a triple to complete the cycle. And the pitch, and that is high for a ball. Triple would be really hard to get in this ballpark. Got to have the speed for it. 1-0 to Bohm, swing and a miss. Chases after a cutter that was heading into the dirt. One ball, one strike, and one out in the bottom of the fourth, and another foul ball. Oh, the subscribers disappeared. The pitch to Bohm, and he is going to line this one over towards second base. It was a sinking line drive that was caught, and Harper just retreated back over to first in time. What happened to this? Where did this thing go? There it is. I refreshed it. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Come on, Larry. And now Max Kepler is coming up to bat. I also realized that Jane and Grace are going to miss this story. They would like to hear it. I'll have to send it to them. I'll have to get a clip. And I'll have to send it to them. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. Kepler's 1 for 1. He singled, he walked, he also scored 2 runs. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball towards the right side, picked up by Davis Schneider, and the throw to first is in time. All right, so we go to the top of the fifth. It is 5-1 Philadelphia. JJ, when you post the thumbnail for the games, the first comment may be good for you to post an ad for the channel or upcoming events. Yeah, I know. That's a good piece of advice. I like that. You're right. We just got our subscriber. Let's go. All right. Guys, we're going to the top of the fifth inning. Phillies lead at 5-1. Thank you so much, whoever just subscribed to my channel. So, all right. So last night I went out. Okay, I didn't get back till like 4:30. Okay, like when I went out, like I went out. Okay, and I had a really really nice time. Like overall, I had a very nice time, and I needed that. Like I needed to get out. I needed to get away from the computer, stop working, and I needed to like actually, go out and meet people. It's really really hard to like meet people nowadays because social media has really changed a lot of things for our generation. They call it for Gen Z, whatever. But I wanted to not be a Gen Zer last night, but I wanted to go out. So that's what I did, right? So we went to Barstool in Philly. I've never been to Barstool, Philly. It was really really cool. It was really nice. Apparently the one in Nashville is really good too. The one in Chicago, I was told, is not so good. But I had a nice time, and then we went to a couple other spots. I'm not really good at remembering names of places, but we were like towards like that area of Philly, and it was nice. It was very cool. I swear I saw Sylvana Keller. I swear I saw her there. But I wasn't like gonna go up to her and be like, "Yo, like I'm JJ." I wasn't gonna do that, but I thought that was kind of funny. I swear I saw her. She is on the best show ever. She does a really good job. The best show ever is with Tyrone Johnson and Ricky Batalico and the whole 97.5, the Fanatic crew. So yeah, the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. But I learned a very valuable lesson last night. Okay, I did. I learned a very valuable lesson last night, and I'm not afraid to admit this. And I should have known better. Okay. 0-1 pitch, ground ball towards the third base side. It gets past the glove of Alec Bohm, and it goes into left field for a hit. Kepler will get on over to it, and there's a leadoff double. All right, when you meet somebody out of the bar, okay, it doesn't matter who it is, right? The rule number one thing is that you don't buy that person a drink. You can do it sometimes, okay, but if they seem like they want a drink or a shot or whatever it is, you can't do that. And I made that rookie mistake last night. I did. And I learned a valuable lesson because I thought maybe she might be into me. But nah, she wasn't. And she used me for it. And I thought, and I saw like she actually like pulled out the wallet and she got me on the pump fake, as the kids would say nowadays, because it's like when a shooter pump fakes from the 3-point line and gets you to sell on a shot. She's pulling out the wallet, and I was like, nah, man. I got you. And then she dipped and was like, she pulled the I gotta go to the bathroom card, and she never returned. But I learned that lesson last night, and so that was interesting. But other than that, I had a really, really fun time. And I really needed that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th. We went to like a club though too, and it was and that was really cool. We actually got like onto like the dance floor and stuff. There were some wild things going on over there. The pitch from Keibert Ruiz, and there's a strike 3 called. And there's 1 out. So there's a cha-ching. 1 out, top of the 5th. And the pitch, and that's taken up high for a ball. One 0 pitch on the way, and that's taken inside for ball 2. But the other thing I learned too is that, you know, even though I had a really good time, man, it does take a lot of guts to go up to somebody and talk to them. It does. It really does. 2-0 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 3. I don't know if that's like a Gen Z problem or if that's just whatever. I mean, I guess everybody's different. I'm not like, I love being in social settings, right? I'm not like the most talkative person. Some of you might find that really shocking. But I'm more like reserved, but I love being in crowds. You know? Not like going out there on the dance floor to dance. It's cool. All right, so there's a walk allowed by Jose Ruiz. Did I say Keibert Ruiz? I meant to say Jose Ruiz. 1 out, top of the 5th. Runners at first and second. The pitch, and there's a curveball that is swung on and missed. But yeah, do not, if you ever go to a bar and you just meet somebody for the very first time, you don't buy them a drink. 9 times out of 10. 0-1. There's a foul ball. You got to read the room. Sometimes you fall for the bait, but you got to be careful, or else you get disappointed. And I got a little bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. She was kind of cute. But then you have to have like that like move on mentality, because you can't let that ruin your night. 0-2. That's inside and low for a ball. Why do I have junk in my throat, man? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 1 out in the top of the 5th. Kevin says, I met my girlfriend at a singles dance. I get nervous going up to ask a woman to dance, says Kevin. You're lucky, man. That's really cool. I know somebody else that also like met their girlfriend at the bar. It's really, really rare nowadays for that to happen. There's a little dribbler hit out over towards the first base side. Ruiz gets over to it and tags out the batter for out number 2. The runners go on over to second and third. How do you say that? Radio announcers that are so extroverted on the mic or stage and completely opposite in public settings. Yeah, it's funny, right? And, you know, for me, like, I come from a theater background as Barora's up to bat and he takes the pitch high. And I was, like, my parents, like, wanted me to do theater because they thought it would be, like, a good way to teach me how to speak more and also how to, you know, get out of your comfort zone and do more public speaking and whatnot. But I'm a quiet person. 1-1, and there's a swing and a miss. I am a Leo, too. I should reference that. I definitely give off Leo vibes, for sure. You know, definitely give off Leo vibes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position, and 2 outs there in the top of the 5th. Ruiz will get set just above the letters, and time is called very quickly. We have a 31-year-old daughter. That's sick. That's cool. Spring forward tonight. Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Great, I get to lose an hour of sleep. 1-2, and there is a foul ball that's hit off of the shoe tops of Barora. Great, I get to lose an hour of sleep. But hey, guess what? You know, that means that we get longer daylight tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So that's nice. John says abolish daylight savings. And see, I was having this convo with my dad the other day. My dad's like, I like it, and I'm like, I don't know. But I like getting extra sunlight, and I like the change, like when you really think about it. But it sucks like when you're raking leaves at night and it's like 5 o'clock and then it's like, well, you lose an extra hour of daylight. The next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Jose Ruiz gets out of the inning. There are runners on at second and third. No harm, no done. One strikeout and two strikeouts for Jose Ruiz. Good pitching there, man. All right, bottom of the fifth. We got a post-game show after this, too. I wanted to do drama and theater, and my parents always told me to shut up. Don't embarrass me. And when I ignored them, it was successful. I'm laughing, though, because the reason why I'm laughing, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing because I didn't expect you to say it like that. I didn't expect you to say it like that, but that's really cool, dude. You know what I mean? That's really sick. I should have ignored them. When I ignored them, it was successful. I'm happy that you ended up doing that. Moosey is out. Let the bats come alive. Let's go. I miss doing theater. Theater was fun. I never considered myself to be a theater kid. You know? Like, I wasn't really... I loved, like, listening to musicals, and, like, I loved the Wicked soundtrack and whatnot, but I was never a theater kid. I was never, you know, like, somebody that was just all into theater. Like, I loved doing the shows, and I liked acting, but I was sort of, like, in the middle. You know? I can't dance, but I like to dance, but I can't dance. The pitch, and there's a called strike. It's 4-1 now. I figured that was going to happen. 0-1, swing and a miss. To Nick Castellanos. Casty always has two buttons, his two top buttons unbuttoned. 0-2, and he goes fishing after a slider that was a foot off the plate. And he's down on strikes 1, 2, 3. He has had a terrible day today. It's now a hat trick of strikeouts for Nick Castellanos. You got to get a few drinks in you and then dance. Yeah, well, that's what I did last night. That's what I did. The pitch, and there's a called strike. JT had an RBI single back in the second. Denver's going to be so mad that he missed this story. 0-1, swing and a miss. Wasn't really like a good story, but like, it was action. Tanner Banks is warming up in the bullpen. 0-2 pitch. And there's a ball. What was actually kind of cool is when I did go out one night. It was a couple of months ago. So I went out to this bar. And at this bar, like, there's like wild things that happen. I'm not going to say where it is because I just don't want to. But as the 1-2 pitch to JT is swung on and missed, and there's 2 up, 2 down. It was so bizarre because like I was like about ready to leave, and like somebody pulled up from like a wedding, and I guess it was like their sort of after party or like whatever. And they pulled up in the Scooby-Doo. It was a replica of the Scooby-Doo mystery box. And you could just see like 15 people like getting out of the van. And it was so bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. Are we still live? Please tell me that we're still live. No balls, 1 strike. Are we still live? Testing. 1, 2, 3. One ball, one strike. The pitch. And that is outside for ball 2. Swingers, I think I have. All right, we are live. Thank God, because my internet just went out for a second on YouTube, so that scared me. 2-1 to stop. Ground ball towards the right side. Backhanded by the first baseman. The throw back over towards the pitcher who covers first is in plenty of time. And there is out number 3. Tim is back. Haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on, man? Let me go to the top of the 6th. That is 5-1. I think I saw swingers. Maybe I didn't. But I'd have to check that. Speaking of Vince Vaughn, dodgeball is a classic. Dodgeball is great. Love dodgeball. Do they have neon out for wigs? I'll have to get. Yeah, I'll look at the punchline. I'll figure out that punchline. You know, one movie that I have to admit it, and I'm not afraid to, that I haven't seen yet, and I know it's another classic. It is. And I haven't seen it. It's My Cousin Vinny. I have not seen My Cousin Vinny. I'm a very weird person, man. And maybe tonight I'll watch it. Maybe tonight. Yes. It's good to see you too, man. I'm happy that you're back on here, dude. Call everybody, dude. I should stop doing that. I'm such a Gen Z. Jose Altuve is going to start at second base, and Yordan Alvarez is playing in left field tomorrow. Tomorrow or today? Yeah, I have not seen My Cousin Vinny. That guy in the stands, his hair looks just like Alec Boehm's. It's pretty wild. Step Brothers is good. I like Step Brothers. I know somebody on YouTube that can't stand Will Ferrell. And he was on here earlier today. And I could never understand that. How can you not like Will Ferrell? We're in the top of the 6th. It's 5-1 Phils. Tanner Banks is going to pitch. And the pitch that he throws is a slider that's in there for strike 1. 0-1 delivery, and there is a foul ball. San Diego, yeah. Anchorman, baby. Ugh. Love Ron Burgundy. 0-2. And there's a foul ball. Cowbell. Yeah. I got a fever. Christopher Walken, man. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. The flip back over to first from Harper to Banks is in time, but Banks sort of bobbled it for a quick second and was still able to hang on to it. It just sort of slipped out of his glove. But he says, no problem. We got it. Bryce was like, you all right? And he's like, yeah, good. Blue Jays are actually having an inter-squad game today, so that kind of makes sense. They lead at 5-0 against the Detroit Tigers. That game's in the bottom of the 6th. Leo Jimenez is up to bat. And the 1-0 delivery, and there's a called strike. They have their starters in that game. It's Bo Bichette, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Anthony Santander, George Springer, Andres Jimenez, Alejandro Kirk, Nathan Lukes, Ernie Clement, and Miles Straw. So there you have it. Scherzer, another phenomenal performance by him today. 3 1/3, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, no runs. I mean, this guy is 40 years old, dude. And he's just still dominating. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Tanner Banks decides to go with a changeup. Then there's out number 2. Another one deposited into Citizens Bank Park. I should just say into Citizens Bank. That's fine. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. Did any of you guys see Kerry Wood's 20 strikeout performance? 1-0 pitch, and there's a high fly ball hit out to right field. Forget about that one. Tanner Banks allows a hanging changeup out over the middle of the plate to Rodin, and he leaves the yard, and he knew it. As soon as the pitch was thrown, as soon as the mistake was made, he threw the glove down. And it's now 5-2 as the Jays get a run back. That thing hit the little brick wall out in right field. They have a lawn seating out there. And right in front, they have like a little hill. And there's a little stone backstop or a stone wall, if you will, out there. And that thing hit that little stone wall. Christian Bethencourt's up to bat. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a foul ball. Banks comes set at the letters. Pitch number 14 of the inning is swung on and missed on an elevated fastball at 92. But the Toronto Blue Jays, they got to run back. And they trail by 3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. Let's go. Now it's time to stretch, even though we got to wait till the 7th inning. Ow, my back. Sean Couturier is going to the box now for tripping. It's just been that type of a day for the Flyers. Whew. Oh, hi. I was just daydreaming. I was just daydreaming. That was weird. My freaks. I'm so happy to see y'all. Now, when we have these West Coast games at like 10 o'clock this year, that's really when I gotta like bring back like the what do you call this? The calm JJ vibes. It's cool. I feel like it's a vibe. I do. Energetic JJ is great for basketball, but this is a vibe. This is a good feeling. Brandon Marsh is going to get a crack at it again as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Daydreaming's okay. Just don't smell the finger on the after on camera. The pitch. There's a pitch that's taken just a little bit high for ball one. Don't know how he keeps his hair wet. It's wild. 1-0 pitch. And there is a ball that is in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. 34 people tuning on in. If you're tuning in on Twitch, welcome aboard. If you're tuning in on YouTube, welcome aboard. 2-0, and that is swung on and missed. Again, the slider was inside and low. Hey everyone, speaking of daydreaming, hope you are all living the dream. What does living the dream mean? What does living the dream mean? Love your content, JJ. Broken Bell Network, I appreciate you, man. Go subscribe to Broken Bell Network. Really, really good stuff out there, man. And I mean that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, that is outside for ball 3. Your energy is great today. Go back to when you were at the Yankees game. Yeah, you were depressed. And I was a little bit, just tired. I don't know, there wasn't a lot of people chatting, and I don't know, I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't depressed, but I was more quiet. This is more so calm, quiet. Maybe I was mad. I don't really remember. 3-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3 to Marsh. He thought it was ball 4, but nope. Sit down. Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate, and he takes the pitch outside for a ball. Broken Bell Network, how you doing? How you guys doing, man? I appreciate you guys for coming on here. The Sith Lord of the Honey Pot will always be lurking. That's a big smile on my face, man. How's the pod doing, man? I want to come on sometime. Oh, it's a flannel. It's a flannel. It's not even a shirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know, today I didn't want to go with the Phillies gear today. I mean, I wore the hat. I wanted to, I don't know, not dress up formal, but dress up a little bit kind of nicer, you know? 1-1, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Love you guys. It's been conscious of knowing you are living in the moment of your dream. You are, JJ. Yeah. But what does living the dream mean? I guess that's it, right? 2 balls, 1 strike. Check swing. Did he go? They say no over at third base. Oh, that's the one thing I can't do on here. Three-one pitch to Schwarber, and he skies this one out over towards the first base side. Who's going to get it? Second baseman calls off the first baseman, and there is out number 2. We have some new changes, it seems, for the Toronto Blue Jays. We will get you some names in just a little bit. We have Desan Brown playing out in right field. We have Shrek out in left. I like that last name. That's a really good name. He spells it with a C. It's S-C-H-R-E-C-K. 1 ball, no strikes. That's Robert Shrek. He's playing out in center. Or in left, that is. Excuse me. And you got Robertson out in right. We'll go over the other defensive changes in a bit. Right now, let's focus on the batters. 2 balls, no strikes to Trey Turner. 2 outs, nobody on. Phillies do have a 5-2 lead. They've had 4 RBI singles today, and they had a solo homer from Alec Boehm. Another very good day from the plate. 2-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. Also, Taijuan Walker pitched very well up until the last inning. He gave up a solo homer and then a double, and then that was it. Other than that, though, he pitched good. 2-1, ground ball towards the left side. Diving stop by the shortstop to throw over to first. It was really high, but the first baseman had to leap up and make the catch. That was actually more so impressive that he was able to catch that thing. And I think that they're just going to call it an infield single, but that was a terrible throw over at shortstop. And that throw was made by Rivera. But Nunez, utilizing his whole wingspan to make the catch. I don't know how he caught that, but he did. All right. Broken Bell Network says, we're doing great. Philly podcast, churning out content, good interviews, and more podcasts are coming. We brought on Darpo as a producer and a content creator. Dude, that's so sick. Mostly still Facebook and trying to cross over to YouTube now. Reach out to me, man. Reach out to me, for just talking YouTube shop or, whatever it is. I'm always down. Always down to help other people. And if you need somebody to come on, by all means, I got you. One ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, and there's a foul ball from Bryce Harper. He singled back in the 4th inning. He's wearing the white batting gloves, but he also grounded that with the bases loaded. 1-1 to Harper, and he takes it high and away for ball 2. Tony La Russa stole our champ in 2011. Who's your champ? Oh, the Phillies? He didn't steal our championship. We got outplayed. We should have won that series. And we didn't play up to it. That was not Tony La Russa's fault. That was our fault. That's like the Diamondback series. 2-1, and there's a pop-up that's fouled. Appreciate you, good brother. I'm being serious, I got you. It's a good place to network with people, but also just, be a good human being, 2-2, and that's down for ball 3. You learn a lot about different types of people on here. But it's all for the good. I just want to help everybody succeed. I do. I genuinely mean that. I want us all to win. 3-2 to Harper. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Bryce Harper gets on for the second time today, folks. Turner around second, heads on over to third. And we have a 2-out rally for Philadelphia in this bottom of the 6th. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There's Keith. What's up, Keith? Rally time, baby. There is a timeout taken on the mound. Yeah, and we brought the HOFC podcast over to Broken Bell, so that's really cool. That's sick. That's awesome. Sir Winnie Vader to you. Wow, speed from Turner. There was a timeout on the mound. We have a pinch runner over at first base for Philadelphia. Get you a name in just a little bit. It looks like it's going to be Mercado who comes in for Harper, and it is. And Boehm is up to bat. He had a double earlier and a home run, and is 2 for 3 First pitch that he sees is taken for strike one on the outside edge. The guy that's pitching for Toronto, too, wanted to get you a name tag, and it is Andrew Bash, who's 28 years old, has not pitched in the majors just yet. He's from Rancho Mirage, California. 0-1, swing on the miss, throw back to first base to try to get Mercado, not in time. Mercado did a good job at getting back to the base. He was leaning way off the bag, though. And Bohm is down in the count, 0-2. Bengals signed Mike Gesicki on a 3-year deal. Holy cow. I did not anticipate that. The two sides agreed to a 3-year, $25.5 million deal. 0-2 to Bohm. That's in the dirt. And according to Adam Schefter, the deal includes $12 million guaranteed in year one. That's wild. Bash comes set at the belt, kicks, fires, and it's outside. And the count was 0-2, but it's tied up at 2 apiece. Charge! Never know I'm going to pull it out, man. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. And there's a front door cutter that is in there for strike 3. Don't know what a front door cutter is, but anyhow, it catches the inside part of the plate. The pitch is being challenged, though, and that is a strike. Bohm was like, let's go back to the tape. And that certainly caught the plate. And the side is retired. So Alec Bohm goes down looking. And the Phillies strand 2 base runners, but they lead it 5-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We just got word that Jose Valdivieso just passed away today. He was 90 years old. 90 years old. He was a Cuban-born shortstop who played in 401 games. And he played with the Washington Senators from 1955 and 1961, and was also a part of when they expanded to the Minnesota Twins. He was tall. He's 6 feet 1 inch tall. But yeah, he just passed away today. I guess he was like the only one that was that was technically alive. The last one that was alive ever since the merger. Robo-umps, baby. We are learning that 65K Facebook does not translate to YouTube as easily. And vice versa, man. Vice versa, too. The pitch. That thing is skied out to right field. It is shielded by Rincones, but he's there to make the grab. Gabriel Rincones is in the ball game out in right field, folks. JJ, do you think Mercado makes the team? I don't. No. He's not making the team. He's not making it now. I like Mercado, but he's not making the team yet. Still too early for him. 1 ball, no strikes. As Nunez is up to bat, the first baseman will ground this one over towards second. Clemens has it, throws on the run over to first to Buddy Kennedy, and that is in time for out number 2. They're interviewing Brandon Marsh on NBC Sports Philly. We have 44 people on here. I'm sure that not all 44 of you have hit that thumbs up button. And also, please go subscribe to Broken Bell Network as well. I would really appreciate that. They're on Facebook, and they're making the transition over to YouTube. So go subscribe to that. Y'all know what to do. No balls, 1 strike. It's Max Lazar pitching. And DeJesus is up, and he drills this one out towards deep left center field, and it's going to split the gap and go all the way over towards the wall. The center fielder cuts it off, though, Mercado, and makes a good throw over to second base. I thought for sure that thing was going to go towards, towards the warning track, and Mercado, with the speed that he had, actually was able to just cut it off, and he made a good throw to second, but it's going to be tough to get the runner out. Love those robo-umps, baby. And time called. The catcher now that's out there for the Phillies. Wanted to make sure that we talked about that too. Catcher will be Rafael Marchand, and we have a pitch comm issue. What else is new? But hey, that was actually, I think, like our second pitch comm issue that we've had during the spring, so not bad. Marsh is in his 4th season with the Phillies. He has a 266 average. It's actually better than I thought. There's a check swing fair ball, and that's hit back over towards in front of the plate. And Marchand gets it, doesn't even take the mask off, throws it over to first. And it is stretch time at a Baycare Ballpark. Usually during the regular season, we do 7th inning trivia. And we also do, like, on this day in Phillies history in the 4th. But, guys, there's 162 games, which means that there's 162 trivia questions. I'm sure I probably could do more. But I don't know. I'd rather save it for the regular season. However, I will do an MLB on this day. I actually didn't know. Where is it? We'll do actually this month in baseball. And of course, this is from MLB whatchamacallit. It's called thisdayinbaseball.com, but they are connected with baseball, not Baseball Reference, but what's the other one? What is the other one that's out there? I forget. I can't remember. Today is what, March 8th? Today is March 8th. On March 8th of 2011, here's a fun fact. I didn't know this. MLB named Dodgers assistant GM Kim Ying as the highest-ranking woman in the major leagues. She was senior vice president of baseball ops, and she would then report to former Dodgers manager Joe Torre, who was named executive vice president the month before that. And we all know Kim Ying was was in charge of the baseball ops for Miami. And I don't know what she does now. I don't know if she still works in baseball, but I didn't think she was the problem with the Marlins. 1-0 pitch. And that is taken outside for ball 2. That is a cool, fun fact, though. Buddy Kennedy is up, and he skies this one over towards shallow right field. Second baseman gets under it, calls off the right fielder, and will make the grab. Kim is 56 years old now. She's currently an advisor for Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball. That's cool. The pitch to Cody Clemens, and that hits him right on the big toe. Ouch. That was on his right foot, and he will be rewarded first base. Jacob deGrom's first official inning of spring training. 16 pitches, a pair of strikeouts, 96 to 98 on the fastball, 89 to 90 on the slider. Hopefully he has a good year. Hopefully he can stay healthy, because we all know that he's still one of the best pitchers in the game when he is healthy. Bottom of the seventh, Christian Arroyo will hit a bouncing ball that's foul towards the third base side. Well, I got a lot to catch up on in chat. I missed a lot. Marlins were better when they were still a state team, says Mr. Donut. Yeah, but to be fair, as the next pitch is taken for a ball, I thought that Kim got canned and didn't deserve it. Like, they had a nice... things were on the come up when they made it to the wild card series. And then they just got rid of everybody as soon as they lost. And they should not have done that. They got rid of so many people. They really did. You had Arise, you had Jazz Chisholm, you had some nice, good talent. You know? 1-2 pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. But overall, like, you're right. Like, they've just been a franchise that just has not been able to get their you-know-what together. Garcia on the hill for Toronto. He'll get set at the belt. Stares into the catcher's glove and throws the 1-2, and Arroyo hits this one out over towards shallow right field, and that's going to bloop in for a single. And Christian Arroyo has had a very good spring training and continues to be a hitting machine for the Phils. So another one-out single, and that puts runners over at first and second base. Another rally, baby. Let's go. And the Phillies will have their next batter up. It is Rodolfo Castro hitting on the left side. Then he stares at the slider that's upstairs. Can we all just take a moment aside? Can we all take a moment to appreciate no more Angel Hernandez and no more Joe West? Yeah, I'm with you there. 1 ball, no strikes in the next pitch, and that is taken outside for ball 2. That is facts. Who is the best umpire in baseball? Is there even such a thing? Is there even such a thing? Do we like Las Diaz? Trip Gibson, right? He's another one. 2-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. Who we got? We got Las Diaz. I'm trying to think of, like, other ones. Sean Barber. I'm used to, like, writing these names down, so they're sort of sticking in my head now. 2-1. There's a foul ball that goes out of play towards the third base side, and it'll find about the 6th row of the seats. Did you know that umpires can get into the Hall of Fame? Yep. Yeah. And honestly, not all umpires are bad. 2-2. There's a foul ball again. I know that they get a lot of hate. Because in the moment, being able to make the right call, that's hard. But some of them aren't so bad. 2-2 pitch and a called strike 3 at the knees. And Castro says give it a look. That was at the knees, though. I don't know why he would challenge that. That's a strike, dude. That's a strike. So he challenges it. And there's out number 2. I want to know, when the batters are up during these spring training games, what is their approach for making these calls? How do they? I mean, they just got to go with their gut. I understand, but do they? How do you, master that situation? Because somebody could just be like, well, that's a strike, but let me just challenge this just to see if there's a glitch or whatever. I don't know. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch to Rafael Marchand, and there's another strike at the knees. Marchand hitting on the left side, batting .333, 2 RBI. Wasn't Marchand a switch hitter? The 0-2, and there's a broken back ground ball towards the first base side. First baseman has it, plays it on a hop, and the inning is over. Phillies strand more base runners over at first and second base. We've played 7 innings. And we go to the top of the 8th. It's 5-2 Phils. Still got 32 people tuning on in. Moosey just walked in, guys. We got an alert. Sound the alarms. Sound the alarms. I gotta get that. I gotta get that little thing. 15 more subs for us to get to 49 under. Let's go, baby. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? I give you this content for free. If you guys are coming on here, you are sick. You are absolutely sick. You guys have baseball fever, right? We have 32 people that are actually having baseball fever today. And so, you've come to the right place. I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field, but guess what? We all need help. And that's why we are here today, to watch a meaningless spring training game between the Philadelphia Phillies and an inter-squad game for the Toronto Blue Jays. So, there you have it. Favorite breakfast food? Favorite breakfast food? Just a very random question. I know. What do we like for breakfast? What are our favorite breakfast foods? As I drop my pen. I'm digging, waking up, and there's a game on, says John. Well, now is going to be the time where you know that they're going to go to these pitchers that probably aren't going to even be battling for a major league spot. Coffee and baguette. Top of the 8th in the first pitch. Thrown to Shrek is skied over towards center field. I've used that word 3 times today. And the the catch is made out in center field for out number 1. Bluch. Tongue twisters. Ew. What are our favorite breakfast foods? We like coffee and a baguette. Coffee's not a food, but that is part of a breakfast. A good baguette needs 0 butter, but a good butter makes it heaven. That's true. I thought you were going to say batter first. But that is true. We got sweet pitching on the mound for Philadelphia. And the pitch, and that's taken at the knees for a strike. So we don't like pancakes. We don't like eggs. We don't like eggs Benedict. We don't like croissants. Anybody? I mean, there are people that exist that don't like breakfast. I don't know. We got 30 people on here, and nobody's chatting except for 2 people. Well, not 2 people, like 5 people. Devin Sweet is pitching. Played in 52 games last year for Toledo. Any good baguette spots in Philly? I actually don't know. It's a good question. Canadian breakfast. Yeah. Eggs. Bacon. There's a new French place near Roosevelt. Eggs over easy. A breakfast burrito's good. I could go for a breakfast burrito sometime. What do you put on your breakfast burrito? What, I got to know what goes on the breakfast burrito. I got to hear the deets. Lucy likes a rat souffle. Is that how you say that? Are we still alive? Testing 1, 2, 3. Please tell me we're still alive. Internet went out for another second. Don't forget we own the Dodgers. Look at last year's season, says Mr. Donut. Yeah, we own the Dodgers, and the Dodgers just got like 5 times better. So, 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. I think that the Dodgers own everybody with the roster that they have now. But last year's team, yeah. All right. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Green mild sauce. I mean, do you go with like cheese? Are you a avocado guy or a guacamole person? You know, like I want to know. Like chicken? Do we put? Or sorry, not chicken. Yeah, some people put chicken on there. Potatoes, do they go on a breakfast burrito? I feel like the potatoes have to go on a breakfast burrito. They have to. They have to. Unless you're getting like tater tots on the side. Tater tots. Is tater tots a breakfast food? Is that a breakfast food? Tater tots. Chat, help me out. What does Gemini have to say about that? Tater tots. Is tater tots a breakfast food, Gemini? It's not traditionally considered a breakfast food. Tater tots are increasingly being incorporated into breakfast dishes. Okay, so it's a breakfast. It's being incorporated, but I think it's a breakfast food, right? Tim says eggs, potatoes, ham, sausage, bacon, and cheese. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. That does. Can you hear me in the back? I missed what you said. I'm sorry. Oh wait, I said what's a rat souffle? Probably got an ad or something. I'm now officially hungry. Guys, we gotta make Scott hungrier. Just kidding. The other day I felt you. I felt you the other day. So we will have a post-game show after this. We definitely have some things to talk about for sure. But yeah. It's 3:29. Didn't we start this at 12:30? No. Oh, we started at like 12:40. That's why. That's why. We did start late. 1 ball, no strikes. Matt Kroon is up to bat. Keep your eyes on this guy. I think that this guy has a chance to come up if Wes Wilson's hurt. 1-0 pitch, and that's inside and low for ball 2. Charge! 2 balls, no strikes. Burnett is pitching. And he throws a strike on the inner third of the zone. It's, who's pitching now? Is it Yimi Garcia? No, we just said it's Burnett. Come on, dude. Wake up. 2-1 pitch to Kroom, and he knifes it foul towards the first base side. Jimmy Burnett, last year in the minors, had a 4.69 earned run average, 53 strikeouts. He didn't give up a homer last year in those 48 innings that he pitched in. 2-2 pitch to Kroon, and he lines this one past the dive of the first baseman into right field. And Matt Kroon just continues to have a very good spring training as he goes the opposite way and gets the Phillies, the leadoff man, aboard. Hit that thumbs up button and continue to subscribe to the channel as well, folks. Shout out to Will for the $2 super chat from earlier. Appreciate that. Gabriel Rinconis is coming up, and he gets a piece of the first pitch. Take a look at some MLB scores around the league after the inning is done. Phillies actually have 11 hits today, and they've scored 5 runs. 0-1. There's a called strike. Alec Bohm had a very good day. Missed a homer the first time, and it ended up being a double. And then he homered his second time up. But Real Muto, Stott, and Schwarber each had RBI singles back in the bottom of the second. And Marsh had an RBI single in the bottom of the third. The pitch. And that is way up high and inside. Don't hit our guy. Can't do that. One ball, 2 strikes to Rinconis, who stares at a slider that misses badly. And it's 2-2. Lots of birds out there. There's one in the outfield that's right in front of the left fielder that's looking right at him. 2-2 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 3. Yeah, there's like 4 out there in front of him now. He's getting a lot of attraction. Who is that out and left? That's Shrek. Robert Shrek. It's like there's a, I don't know, the animals are just coming over to his swamp. I didn't mean to. I knew I was going to make a joke, and that was a bad joke there. I'm sorry, but I kind of had to. Two pitches inside and low for ball 3. The payoff pitch on the way, swinging a miss over the second base, and that's not in time. It goes off of the glove of the shortstop and goes over towards the second baseman's glove. And he went over to second and just sort of, playfully, tried to tag him off the bag. And pushed him off a little bit. Matt Kroon, that is, but it was all fun and games. The throw was not a good throw, to be honest with you, from Ali Sanchez. Here comes the pitch over to Mercado, and he stares at a strike. Phillies have not scored since the bottom of the third. Blue Jays, this is their 6th pitcher that they've used today. 6th different pitcher. They've actually used a total of 7 pitchers. One of them was on repeat, though. So then wouldn't that just be 6 pitchers? Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes to Mercado. And the pitch in the air, hit out to left field. It is a foul ball. Watch out, birds. Don't get hit. Nice catch made by that fan, though. You guys remember when somebody actually hit a bird? There was a line drive that hit a bird. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Oh, 2 pitch, and that is way inside, and almost nearly got a piece of Mercado. Oh, yeah, that was Randy Johnson. Blew up a bird, right, yeah. 1-2 pitch, and that thing is popped up. Yeah, it was Randy Johnson. Thanks, John. And the pitch, yeah, so it was popped up, hit out over towards center field, and it's caught for out number 2. And then you had Joba Chamberlain and those, what were they, gnats? Were those things gnats that were, or were they midges? Yeah, they were midges. Recalls infamous bug game. He was repeatedly sprayed down with insect repellent, which had no apparent deterrent effect on the midges. And he threw 2 wild pitches. The pitch on the way, ground ball, hit over towards shortstop. And there's the throw over to first. And we've played 8 innings. Last chance for the Toronto Blue Jays as we go to the 9th inning. It's a 5-2 Phillies lead. Don't forget, after this, we got a post-game show. It'll be a good one today. The Nats, whatever they should have called a delay. Yeah. The birds and the bees. Yeah. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up button. We need 15 more, man. 115 more subscribers to help us get to 5K. Keep them coming, man. Keep those likes and subscribers coming. What was your drink choice last night? Oh, dude, I had to mix it up. I don't know. I had a lot of different stuff. I can't remember them all. I think we started off with Yingling, and then we went to a martini, and then yeah, we did a lot of different things. It was fun. I don't remember what type of martini it was. I'm so bad at remembering names, but yeah, I did have a Yingling. I had a Jack Daniels as well. But yeah, a mixture of things. Put things in the concoction, and voila. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodin is in the box. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball hit over towards first base. And Kennedy fields it cleanly and tags the bag. Lychee martini. Yeah, they don't have lychee martinis here, or at the places that we were at. Jack for the win. Yeah. What's in a lychee I'm gonna look it up. What's in a lychee martini? They call it a licini, a licitini, or a lychitini. It's a sweet and strong vodka cocktail. Interesting. I didn't see that. See that last night. No balls, one strike to Ali Sanchez. And the pitch, swing and a miss. I officially have 89 pairs of Crocs. The count is complete. What? That's wild. 89 pairs of Crocs. And he tunes into a lot of Phillies games. Well, he's at the right place. That's what makes him a Phillies freak. Love it. That's really cool, though, man. Like, that's actually really sick. So, do you have, like, a collection wall? Like, how does that... A lychee... Wait, how do you say that? Lychee-tini? Lychee-tini? Lychee-tiny? I'm sure it's lychee-tini. I'm thinking that's how you say it. Yeah. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Chrismat is on the bump and gets ready to throw the 1-2, and that just misses a little bit low. The 2-2 delivery, and that's down and away. Can we please not blow the game today, says Den Brew. Come on, don't you want to spend more time with us? 3-2 pitch, and that's taken outside and low for a ball. And Den Brew, come on, man. The jinx. The jinx. I'm sure you probably saw that first. But still. Just joking. Flyers just lost. Great. The pitch, and there's a curveball that's in there for a strike. Frank Sinatra, 2 fingers of Jack, 3 ice cubes, and a splash of water. Or Frank Sinatra says 2 fingers of Jack, 3 ice cubes, a splash of water. All right, I don't get the punchline. You gotta tell me. What song is that? 1 ball, 1 strike to Paulino. And the 1-1 misses inside and low for ball 2. Nabil Chrismat, who played for the Diamondbacks, 30 years old now. 2-1, and that's way up high for ball 3. If Moosey stays out, we got a chance. Sixers beat the Warriors on my birthday. Dude, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Yeah, that was last week, the 3-1, and that thing is launched out to right field. And what do you know? It's a 1-run ball game. That was served up on a tee, and Paulino said bye-bye baseball. And now it's 5-4. Baseball is scripted, folks. The game is scripted. We all know it. It's spring training. They have got to script things. And, maybe in a situation like this, I know that their starters aren't playing, whatnot, but maybe, just maybe, it'd be kind of nice to put in a closer and have him get opportunities in the 9th inning. No balls, 1 strike to Nunez, and the pitch is inside for ball 1. JJ, you jinxed us. That was not me. That was all Denbrew, man. That was all Denbrew. But there's still a chance. The 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. Happy birthday. And that just had to ruin the moment. 2-1 pitch. And there's a line drive into left field for a base hit underneath the glove of the third baseman. And the tying run is aboard. Beautiful. And Marshawn is like, you good, Chris Matt? You good, dude? I just want to get out of the inning. Well, of course you do. You're welcome, chat. We could all get more JJ. Jungle juice, baby. The pitch. There's a high fly ball. Hit out over towards center field. Thank goodness it'll stay in the yard. And there's out number 2. Now we know what happened the other time, which was, I think, yesterday, when the Phillies had 1 more out. The disgust in JJ's voice is palpable. It's all up to Brown. And the first pitch he sees is in the dirt for a ball. Desan Brown, 23 years old. Get that final out, baby. 1-0, and, well, he's behind in the count now, 2-0. Krismott still out there on the mound. Nabil Krismott, the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Good changeup at 81. We got a post-game show after this, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We do have a post-game show. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch, and he's back in the count. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And the Toronto Blue Jays have 1 more strike left. Krismott comes set at the belt. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the Philadelphia Phillies get another win in the books. It certainly got dicey at the end, but the Phillies hang on and win by a final score of 5-4. Ring the bell. The umpire's going over to Rob Thompson. They're sharing some laughs. I don't know why, but all smiles on every single Phillies player's face today as they come away with a dub against the Toronto Blue Jays. And a chair to end the game. Okay. It was a trash win, but I'll take it. Well, I mean, let's be real, okay? Let's talk about it, right? Because we got to put things into perspective, and that's why we have our post-game shows, okay? When you're going to a guy that's not going to make the roster and you want to give him an audition for the 9th inning against these backups, right? There's not much stock that I take into that because they're not going to make it to the big league club. And we're not looking at wins and losses. We're looking to see what we have and what's going to be applied to the regular season. All right? So hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you're going to leave. But I want to give you my thoughts. I do. I want to give you my thoughts on this game, and that's what we're going to do right now. Let's change the graphic. There it is. So, yeah, man. All right. Takeaways from this game before we sign off. We'll be on here for a little bit. The starters played today. My bad note was Nick Castellanos. Okay, let's just get the bad out of the way first. Nick Castellanos today was just so lifeless at the plate. This guy was swinging at every single freaking pitch. And it's just so sad to me how there's just one guy that's going to be in the lineup that's just chasing after everything at the very least, even when the offense got runs. It's just really unbelievable, and it's so abysmal to me that some of these pitches were a foot off the plate, and then he's just chasing after them, and there's no approach to it. He's just hacking away at every single one of them. And that's just not a good approach when you're at the plate. You're giving away, you're showing your cards, right? You're quote-unquote bleeding, as they would say in cards, and what do you know? The pitcher just knows that they're going to have to throw junk at you, and you're just going to swing and miss at it anyways. And Castellanos today had a terrible day. So that's my negative that I will say that comes out of this from regards to the starting lineup in this lineup today. Kyle Schwarber today batted leadoff. Okay, had a bad at-bat in the first inning. Phillies actually had a very bad first inning overall, but then in the second inning, Alec Bohm changed that narrative. Alec Bohm today continues to have a hot bat. And as we go into the regular season, I know that there's like 2 weeks away for that to happen, or 3 weeks away. And it's, 3 weeks? Is it 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Regardless, Bohm had another very good day today, and I think that the argument for him batting in the cleanup spot seems legit right now. He's deserved it, dude. Drove in runs during the first half of the year last year for the Phillies and was an RBI machine, and he's showing pop in the bat now. Like, that's the difference, is that he's not just driving in runs. Like, he is actually putting on some good swings. And that is good because he's actually, I think, a very good contact hitter for this team. My only critiques about Alec Bohm have just been the immaturity, right? Him not hustling into second base in Game 3 of the NLDS, right? Him making the mistake over at third base and just, after getting benched from Rob Thompson and going like 0 for his last 33, he comes in and he swings at the first pitch and he pops out. That stuff is just disrespectful. But in regards to his play, I think that he's doing good. And so far, I've been very happy with how he's been able to do. But the whole Alec Bohm thing has just been such a weird thing for me because as as somebody that's watched a lot of sports in this city, I've seen a lot of immaturity from guys like Ben Simmons. I've seen some things from Carson Wentz. I've seen things from other people, man. And that stuff is in the back of my head. Paul George, same thing. It just happens. Cutter Gauthier, another one. So, but anyhow, so Bohm had a very good day today. Wish that they didn't call the first shot. That they called it a double. They originally called it a homer, and then they reversed it to a double. What else? What else did I like today? Trey Turner actually put up some nice at-bats today. He had that nice walk in the second inning, and then he got on with a single in the final at-bat. He got on with an infield single and put it in a good spot. He popped up to second base, and he actually got jammed on the pitch and almost put it in a good spot. Just was not able to get it in the right location. Bryce Harper today, 2 for 4. Hit the ball sharply 2 times. And also flied out to left, hit a pretty deep fly ball there. I thought that he had a good day, offensively speaking. We talked about Bohm. This team was actually driving in runs. I said this during the stream that I was actually kind of happy in hindsight that they overturned that call from Bohm's homer to a double because it gets a little bit tiring watching the long ball all the time. I want to see how this team does driving in runs in other ways. And you don't always have to play hero ball. And so guess what? They get 3 RBI singles. One's by JT. Another one's by Bryson Stott. And they also got one from Brandon Marsh as well. And Kyle Schwarber. But the Kyle Schwarber one was the third one of that inning. So they found a way to take on Bowden Francis, and they got to him. They did, and they actually put up very good at-bats today. Today, I thought, offensively speaking, I know I'm a little bit all over the place today, but bear with me here. My main note is that the offense from the starting 9 hitters put up their best at-bats of spring training today. They took pitches. They fouled off pitches. Bryce Harper had one at-bat where he had like an 8-pitch at-bat. I remember Kyle Schwarber had a 7 or 8-pitch at-bat at one point. Trey Turner was also getting a piece of a couple of pitches, and he was putting up putting up pitches and increasing that pitch count. They did that today, and I saw that as a sign of positivity from the Phils, even against a guy like Bowden Francis. So that was nice. That was good stuff. And so I actually take this as a good win for the Phillies. I do. I look at this from an overall perspective, and I'm looking at, well, what do they have as far as what's going to happen in regards to the major leagues this year? They started all 9 of their guys, except for Rojas. I don't even know if Rojas is a starter. We can debate that another day. In regards to him playing over Brandon Marsh or Max Kepler, I don't know. I think that Rojas, I don't know. I think Rojas is the platoon and Marsh is a platoon as well, so whatever. But, yeah, a good day from the offense overall. They saw pitches. They put up really good at-bats. They made Bowden Francis work, and they allowed him to surrender 3 walks. So they got to him, and that's why they won. And they put up the 5 runs early in the third, up until the third inning. And then the starters came out by like the 6th inning, and that was fine. That was still enough. If the starters would have played up until the 9th inning, then we're having a different story. Then I'm not as satisfied with the hitting. But they only played 6 innings, and it's spring training, so I'm fine with how they played overall today. Max Kepler is seeing the ball well, I notice. I think that he's having a hot bat now. He's been taking advantage of some good pitches or of some bad pitches, and he's been putting them into the seats, but he's also finding other ways to get on base too. And he's pulling it over towards the right side. He uses the opposite field as well, and that's good for him. That's nice. What else? What else happened? Stott had an all right day today. Stott singled to center, then he walked. He also had a nice at-bat in that 3rd inning, too. Forgot that he went deep into that count. Then in the 5th inning, he grounded out, and that was the end of the day for Bryson Stott. I will get to your comments, but I want to talk about the pitching because I would be naive if I didn't say that Taijuan Walker pitched good today. Good. He pitched good. I didn't think that he was great, but good for Taijuan Walker is excellent for Taijuan Walker with what he's been giving us over the last year and during the first couple of spring training outings. He had that 1st inning was good. The Joey Liper-Fido strikeout with the cutter and with the sinker, the splitter that was a 92-mile-per-hour splitter. It was on the upper third of the strike zone. That pitch worked out really well for him today. Barora then struck out looking on a pitch that was right down the middle. He got the strikeout. Don't care how it happened. He got it. And then he he had Barger fly out on the first pitch out to center field. I thought that he was attacking the zone today, and he was actually utilizing the splitter and the other off-speed pitches to his advantage up until the 4th inning. Okay, the 4th inning comes. He allows the solo home run to Barger, leaves one out over the middle of the plate, goes 390 feet, and he would have liked to have that pitch back. And on the next at-bat, it was Leo Jimenez who hit a rocket out to left field and was able to get a double out of it. And then Rob was like, your day's done, and that was it. But overall, thought that he actually had a better outing today, and I said that if he didn't do well in this outing, I was going to be on the verge of cutting him. I don't think that they were at all, but he got me another couple of starts for spring training for Taijuan Walker, and he sort of has an extra life, if you will. He's still alive. So that's how I thought about Taijuan Walker's performances today. Shuffler comes on in. Austin Shuffler goes 2/3 of an inning, does all right. Gets out of the jam. Jose Ruiz pitched today. Jose Ruiz looks good. I know that he allowed the walk and he also allowed the hit, but the 2 strikeouts that he had were on some really good pitches. The fastball is nice, and also I just feel like that he got hitters off balance today and got in the zone early a lot of times. And so I think that Jose Ruiz is going to be one of those guys this year that they're going to try to use in the 7th and in the 8th inning. He might eventually become sort of like a setup man type of a person. I know that Rob likes to go to a bullpen by a committee and all that type of stuff, but it's more of a compliment to Jose, meaning that I could see him as sort of a setup guy if they ever need to go to him in a certain situation. And we were talking about him last year, like, who is this guy at the very beginning? And we did not think that he was even going to last, but he's been doing good. And he's had a nice spring training, too. Tanner Banks, he's been struggling. He had a pitch that he gave up to Roden today. It was a big hanging curveball or a big hanging changeup to Roden, and Roden just blasted that thing on out of here, and he slammed that glove down. Did he have the 2 strikeouts? He did. But Tanner, when they got him at the deadline, he was supposed to help out their bullpen, along with Carlos Estevez. Like, those were like the 2 big moves, the quote-unquote big moves that they got last year. And Tanner was doing good with the White Sox, but I have really not been overly impressed with what he's been able to do ever since he's come over to the Phillies. That's just me. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with me on that. Max Lazard pitched today. They still want to continue to try him out. I don't see him making the roster. I just don't. He did go an inning. He had a couple of ground outs, I believe, and only gave up 1 hit. And then we had Sweet come on in, and then Krismat for that 9th inning, Nabil Krismat. And that's just not much I can take out of that. So hitting-wise today, I saw some good things. I saw some really, really good things from the batters today, and that, I think, was their best performance that they've had with the 9 starters in spring training. The plate discipline was excellent, and they did what they had to do. Alec Bohm is on fire. There's no doubt about it. He is on fire right now. I am hoping that if he can start off the regular season with what he's doing now here, he is like locked in. I've never seen him this locked in before. He is locked the hell in at the plate. Fire emojis in the chat for Bohm. But yeah, that's all that I've got to say. I will leave you with this one question before I get into your comments. Okay. Can the Phillies offense do what they did today on a day-to-day basis? Some people do believe yes. I don't think that they can, but 5 runs on 12 hits, and they did well in the first three innings. Can they keep that up during the season? Be realistic with me. That's all I want to know. All right, so let's get into these comments. That was fun, JJ. Trash win, oh boy. Have faith in Nick. Nicky 3 Buttons will be the one carrying us in the sand, and instead of seeing 9 sets of footprints, it'll be 1 because they will be on his back. I'm just saying, today he had a bad day. Like, I know it's just one day, but I can't stand it, like, when the team is just chasing after pitches. And he swung at really bad pitches today, Darth Pooh. He did. He played terrible today. He was the one that was just getting himself out every single at bat. And I don't like that. That bothers me. I gotta critique when I have to critique, but I give praise where praise is due. And overall, I'm actually not like that person that's been like, get Nick off my team, because Nick and Bryce, we all know, were the only ones that were hitting in the NLDS, and Nick Castellanos showed up. But I call it like it is with Nick Castellanos. The ugly is ugly, the hot is fire. And today he had an ugly day. Still willing to ride with him. Nick was swatting, not batting. I adore Alec. 3 big predictions with the Hall of Fame podcast. Nola wins season 2. 17 Nola wins. Okay. 102 wins on the season, and Bohm has 33 plus homers and 115 RBI. 33 homers for Bohm. How many did he have last year? 20? 20 last year? Let's see. Bohm had 20 homers in 2023. He had 15 last year. 33, that's a lot. That means he'd have to double that. He had 97 RBI. That's a bold prediction. What else do we got? What else do we have to say? When they solidify their lineup, I'll bother to learn names. Right now, when I tune in, I don't know who's at bat, says John. Well, you can always look on the screen. They always show who's batting. And I do say it, but I mean, I know that we get distracted with chat and stuff, But yeah. So, overall, thought it was all right. JJ, do not fall into the well called Taiwan. I'm not telling you I'm falling into the well. I've been critical of him, right? I was actually the one that was defending Taiwan last year. If you all remember, when everybody wanted him out of the rotation, I said, well, this is a number 5 starter. But then it got to a time where, after 2 or 3 outings, people were just like, we'll get this guy off the team. This guy stinks. And finally, by like the 5th and the 6th, we were like, all right, we got to put him in the bullpen now. Like, now these are legit concerns. But I thought everybody was hitting the trigger just a little bit early with it, and they were going so bonkers. And then I looked bad because I was giving them more chances, and then finally they put him out there in the bullpen, whatever. But yeah, it was tough. It was tough, and I've not been a fan of everything I've seen from him at all. And so he comes in to this spring training, and guess what? He has one job, and that's to battle for a guy who might get hurt in the rotation, and I need to see what we got in him. They would have called up Mick Abel or Griff McGarry if they thought that they were ready. And they were not ready. And it showed. Mick Abel still hasn't even pitched in spring training, guys. Something's wrong with Mick Abel. Something's not right. And I can't seem to understand what's going on. I think it's really weird how he's not pitching. He's not injured. They just haven't had him pitch. It's weird. JJ's mind is a sports machine. 6-man rotation. It's happening this year. What's up, Snowman? How are you, man? Isn't the home team always on the top of the scoreboard? No. They're on the bottom. They're on the bottom. Solidify the lamp and build team camaraderie. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I was nice to Taiwan like during the whole beginning of the experience last year. I thought that as soon as Spencer Turnbull went to the bullpen, I understood like why like Taijuan Walker, as soon as he got back, the reason why, like, let's actually remember this. Okay, we got context matters. Okay, now I'm starting to remember why people started to hate Taijuan. It was because Spencer was pitching really well, and Taijuan was dealing with an injury, and he was. And Spencer was pitching great. Spencer Turnbull was pitching really well, and then they decided to go with Taijuan as the 5th starter. And I didn't think there was anything wrong in doing either way. Like, I thought that was fine because Taijuan has been a starter for years, and he's earned that right just by default to get him into those spots. And Spencer was struggling with Detroit, and even though he was pitching really well, and you could say, oh, like, ride the hot hand or whatever it is, ride the hot arm, I understood that too. But Taijuan, as soon as he came back, he was already at a disadvantage because people were going to get upset that he was implemented back into the rotation and that Spencer was put back in the bullpen. I didn't really see anything wrong with it, but that's why people did not like Taijuan. And then he had 2 bad outings, and they were like, get this guy out of here. And I was still willing to give him a shot. And after 3 outings, after he pitched against the Giants, I said, I'm done. That was back in June. So my memory, it's all coming back to me now. I understand. But he just hasn't really been showing me a lot in spring training. But today he did good. Today he probably had his best outing that he's had in a while. And it was all right. But all right for Taijuan Walker, because we're at such a low bar with him, is good. It's really good. So, all right. I'm done. I'm going to wrap it up from here. All right? We got 17 people still tuning on in. Thank you guys so much. I mean, like, we had like 30 people, and yet 17 of you are still tuning into this. That's great. That means half of you care about what I have to say. That means a lot. We've been having more people stay on for these post-game shows, and that's good. That puts a big smile on my face, man. All right, I'm done. We will be back on tomorrow afternoon, and I will catch you all on the next one. Eric says you rock. You guys rock, man. You have a good one, JJ. You do too, man. Flyers lose, but the Phillies, they hang on and they win. Good things. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, wait. Sorry, before I go, who pitches tomorrow? Let's check. Let's see who pitches tomorrow. Let's go to the site. Get some sleep. What is sleep? Just kidding. I definitely do need a lot of sleep, but I make sure that we work and we sleep. All right, so who pitches tomorrow? Does anyone know? Let's go to the scores. We'll find it. Tomorrow is Sunday, the 9th. Tomorrow the Phillies play the O's. Okay, and it'll be Ward going up against Ranger. Tomorrow's Ranger Day. All right, thanks, Denbrew. I appreciate it. Yep. Got there right when I did. Yep, Rangers tomorrow. Thaddeus Ward against Ranger Suarez. Okay, another big day. We're not going to see any of the starting hitters tomorrow, I assume, but tomorrow is more so about the pitchers, like the starters in regards to the bullpen and the starting pitching. So, all right, love you all. Bye-bye, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.